Do you feel any skankers tankers at all, or no?
Jesus.
Did I bang some rats? Is that what that question was?
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
I think he gets it.
He knows. He's in the business now, man. He fucking knows.
By the way, we're not talking about Rat the band.
The Shug, Shane Hollister. Logan, Ineichen. Lyndon, Ehlers. Wrastlin with music and life for life.
Go.
Let me set the stage, brothers.
Fuck.
Wrastlin with music and life, episode 23. And I'm going to tell you what. We got a fucking guest for you guys. This guy is, let's just say he's, even though it is a gimmick, he's destroying gimmicks, brother. It's Dave Stage.
I kind of dig that, actually. I dig that.
Hell yeah.
That is cool.
Click it or ticket, my man.
And you're a fucking jacked ass dude, so makes sense.
Is his mic on?
Oh,
Is his
fuck.
mic on?
Is your mic being a piece of shit?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I can't hear his mic. I can't hear him.
Oh, it was the one thing we didn't fix.
Oh, way to go. We're going to have to restart the episode. You fucking suck.
Is it not fucking going?
I don't hear him.
There you go, buddy.
Hello?
There it is.
There's me.
It's all good. There he is. Let's start it over. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Dave,
fuck it. You can
man.
edit that.
How the fuck you been? And it's been, I don't know, fucking years, man.
It's been too long, man.
Right? It has been.
I didn't realize how annoying my voice was until just right
You don't have to use the
Yeah.
headphones either. It's
If you don't want to, yeah. No, you hear us without them, which is whatever.
Yeah.
It's only-
I don't like listening to myself talk.
I'm pretty monotone.
Kind of, they keep the volume. Otherwise, we'll just be a shout fest because fucking 4 is war. You know what I mean? And that's okay. 3 is a crowd.
if we
Four
get,
is
if we,
fucking
get
war.
if we ever get more than 4 people down here, it's gonna be fucking.
Oh, my God.
It's all good, man. 4 wrongs make a right? I don't fucking know.
Wait, what?
That's not how it works.
Down here in the spider hole. Oh, man.
Fuck.
So what were you in town for, my man?
WCPW.
Yeah, where's that at?
Sycamore, I guess, is what it was last night, at least.
Sycamore, Illinois? Yeah. Okay.
Sycamore.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah.
It was like an hour from O'Hare.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you were.
Where were you in Port Byron for?
Oh, that's where Lance lives.
Oh, okay. So
Lance
a buddy.
A friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah. Is he a wrestler?
No.
No. Okay.
That's Viper. We went to high
Dude,
school.
we went to high school with him, bro.
What a sack of shit.
I
dude.
thought that was him when he walked out.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I
Didn't even fucking wave or nothing. He's like, I'm
Is he
going
a
inside.
wrestler? What a fucking twat.
Do you know how fucking long it's been since I've even seen you? I don't even know. And I was going to actually get to that because some of the origins of that, one of my fondest memories of you is you working at Taco Bell as a manager.
Oh, shit.
I was never a manager.
No, he was never a manager, bro.
Yeah, don't put me over.
I thought he was a
Don't put
manager.
me over as a manager.
You were hooking me up with all sorts of shit. You weren't a manager?
No, it's just a dirtbag.
it's not far off from what it would have been anyways.
Oh my God. And I remember you telling me a few stories about some ladies at the old Taco Bell and having some fun.
Tits for tacos. That was a real deal.
Oh my God.
That's
Tits
fantastic.
for tacos.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't remember hearing that story, so this is fantastic.
Dude, that parking lot was a hang. Like, fucking everybody would go to that bitch. Man, dude, fucking, it's just really cool when someone, especially back then, I don't even know if we ever even talked about pro wrestling, really. Most of our thing was, music. And Dave was fucking hooking up shows left and right. Like you were, I don't know how you got into that, but it was fucking awesome. All of a sudden you're like, hey, I got a show booked. I'm like, you can do that? Like, what the fuck? And that, because you're talking what, like 99, 2000?
Oh, it was high school.
Yeah, it was like 2002.
2002, yeah. It was after
2002,
90s.
2 years off. Calm
Well,
down.
I mean, I was playing in 99.
Logan said he's playing shows in the 90s and shit. I'm like, no, you're in like junior high school. What the fuck are you
No,
talking
in
about?
99, I played Cynical played at Peabody's.
Oh,
So we
okay.
were-
You
we
did
were
play
doing it.
a show in the 90s, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, man, what was her name? Was it Lydia that was doing those shows?
Chlamydia, Lydia?
Oh my God. Holy shit. Of course Dave's going to remember shit like that. He was just telling me when he's like, hi, he can't remember shit, but he can remember that shit.
We were the worst in high school. That was good times, though. When you could actually bully people and it was fine. It's not like she didn't get all fucking pissy if you would have said that. She was crazy, dude. She was fucking out there. And she was like, I'm just going to, this Peabody's, I'm going to take it over and put shows on. I'm like, fuck yeah. It'd be like way too many people up in that bitch, and we would just be playing, Metallica and spread like an original here and there or whatever.
That still sounded exactly like Metallica.
It was Metallica, the whole or Pantera, whatever we were stealing.
Was that channeled brutality?
We also played there. Yeah,
that was after Cynical.
So what was that? Cynical.
Cynical was Brian Hobbs. Yeah.
And
Bogatz was in Cynical too,
for a
right?
little bit. Yeah, looking
Aaron
way
Schinke.
too good.
Aaron Schinke.
Yeah,
Wasn't he in
Schinke
Cynical?
Dizzle.
Oh,
That was
that's
probably
right.
Well, that was
Fuck, I forgot about that.
because
what happened to
Derek
him?
joined and Schinke, right? And then we played that one show at Peabody's, probably the most solid as a band we were, because Derek was like fucking professional as fuck.
Derek
when
was
he's
solid.
like 12.
Just Derek, cuz Derek.
And again, I remember we played a show you hooked up, which was a UAW hall, and I tried to tell the story, but it's like fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah, he's
shit.
gonna fuck that up. So if you remember,
I don't.
Well, I said it was one of those shows where I think we got there and we only had like one member, and it was like, okay, I guess we're gonna play guitar, drums, and a singer. And a bunch of hardcore bands, of course, because you were into hardcore.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember going to your fucking casa, which later I lived next to, which I'd always like drive, West 2nd Street.
Yeah.
And we'd go there and you would show me like Boston Beatdown and like fucking hardcore. And I'd just be like, dude, this is fucking insane. But at the same time, we're kind of doing that, but just not on that scale.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get like, Provoke.
yeah, Provoke was cool.
They were so dope, dude.
Yeah, dude, they were.
What else was there? Like, oh man, Walls of Jericho came through a few times.
Yeah, well, before they like
we played a show
were
with
anybody really when they were playing around here.
Veil of Maya did, right?
They were
Before
called
Veil of Maya?
Insurrection. They were called Insurrection. And then there was, I'm forgetting another one that was big around here though.
Fork Knife Spoon was kind
Fork
of.
Knife Spoon was dope.
Yeah, they were dope.
outrageous.
Dude, he was like a straight up comedian, the fucking guy. And I wasn't even into the shit at all. I just remember they played with Sleep Terror, which was like my shit at the time, It's fucking technical
They
death
played
metal.
with Sleep Terror?
They played with
Where?
Sleep Terror. Dude, that's why you need Derek, man. I don't know where it's me and
Derek would
Derek.
remember that
It's
shit.
like a fucking like a Minnesota show, or we went out of town.
Okay.
Oh.
And fucking dude, they destroyed. He came out.
Oh, it was that one time you guys didn't. You only seen Sleep Terror that one show?
Yeah,
right?
I've only
So it
seen
was
him one
that
time. Yeah, they were fucking phenomenal.
Oh no, I heard about it. I remember. I was supposed to go, and
Okay,
like,
we dropped you off somewhere. And
yeah, somebody
he's too
was-
high.
They just left. I didn't even smoke then. I don't know what I was doing. Not going to shows with people,
Cortisone.
apparently. No, that was later.
Okay.
Fuck.
But yeah, man, we started a scene for a little while there. I would say very mini, in a sense. But it was like nobody was doing that. So it was like, who was going to do it? And I don't know. Like, did you remember how you just like, I'm just going to fucking like make some shows? Like shit.
No, I didn't expect to have to talk this much, to be honest.
Put you on
I
the
really
spot.
don't. I just remember fucking like finding out how much the venue costs,
Right.
and then just talking to guys and seeing if they wanted to play. And then I forget who I booked. I think it was like Folly, and then there was like a death metal tour that lost a date, so they asked if they could jump on it, and it turned out to be a pretty fucking wild show. And then I was like, oh, I guess I can do this.
Right.
But by no means was it like, it was just luck.
How many of these shows did you put together?
I have no recollection. to be
No,
honest.
but like it was more than one, right?
Yeah, it was a handful.
Did you have anything to do with when Bleeding Through played here? Like at that? No, that wasn't you.
fuck.
What about At All Costs when they played with Kings of Clubs?
No, dude.
No, that wasn't you.
Like that's what it was.
King of Clubs, yeah, bro.
Fuck. I'm like, what was the one band? I fucking
Yeah,
played with
they
them, like,
were
twice.
around for a
Yeah.
fucking long
So I
time,
think
right?
we did 2 of your shows.
Yeah.
And the one was like on a street that was like this in Illinois. And I was telling that show, because that show was fucking packed. And again, I don't necessarily remember like fucking just being like, who's on this show? And it was like maybe we were just the only death metal. And I know King of Clubs played. But they just killed it, man.
Dude, they were really good live.
I wasn't into that kind of shit for years and years later, but the first time I saw King of Clubs, oh, this is so cool. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Man, a real front man, you know? Like, you don't get those.
Dude, he had a fucking presence when he was fucking
I mean,
doing
he was
vocals,
older,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
He was like
the whole band was.
Then,
like,
I think. I could be wrong. No,
like, what wasn't the guitarist? Didn't he own, like, owned, like, the standard
skate shop?
Yeah, the skate shop. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's,
my God.
we saw just like a handful of years ago, maybe 5+ years ago, I guess at this point, there was Trey Azekthought from Morbid Angel was wearing a King of Clubs shirt in an interview.
Holy fuck.
Like, because he came through, I think he stopped at the shop or something, or one of the shops that goes.
Oh my God.
I don't know
hilarious.
the details of it, but he got it from him. So I always thought that was dope.
Well, thank fuck for those guys, because I don't think there would have even been a scene if there wasn't that skate part, Rampage, right?
Yeah.
Because he was playing Slayer all the time. So a lot of the buddies I grew up with, like Josh Downs, fucking all these
Shane
guys,
Murphy, they're all going to the fucking
they were going
skate
there,
park.
and they got into metal because of that. Even though I was kind of pushing it before, it doesn't.
I think Shane was in the metal before, though.
Well, but again, you might. I think this is everybody. You have to get it. You can't let somebody will be like, "Oh, it's the best in the world," and they'll be like, "Oh, fuck, I don't even want to listen to this dude." That's probably me for most. But you know, and they found it, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I'm going to check these guys out at Peabody's or the UAW Hall or whatever." I just remember every show you put on, somehow at least 30 motherfuckers they just come out of nowhere too. They'd just be like, it's just that one show is just me, you, Derek. Oh, your brother's there just fucking ragging on us, fucking being a bully. I love your brother.
I haven't talked to him in like 10 years.
Are you? I didn't. Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Shit.
We got mad heat, yo.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
He'll come to shows randomly sometimes in Walcott. Yeah.
Oh, with his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, look at this.
It's like, I hope they heard that deep breath on the microphone that he just took too.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know why that was just a natural sound.
Oh, the dude, man, he would just fucking shitting on us the whole time. I now think it's hilarious what was happening, because I just remember him being like, "You don't have a full band? You're gonna play? You guys are fucking idiots." I'm like, I can't beat you up. Like, you're way bigger than me at the time. I don't know. I was a skinny buck.
I think you're taller than him.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he probably actually knows how to beat the shit out of me. But, of course, at the time, I'm like, I'm going to beat anybody up, you know? And then you get humbled real good. Which
Logan
is
never
everybody
even
needs.
threw a real punch in his whole life.
Well, I mean, I asked Mike and Ineichen and bruh about that. Me knocking them fucking idiots out.
Oh my! I remember this story because Mike's a fucking idiot.
All the punches
Mike
I've
was
ever
drunk.
thrown were either fake punches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or they were real. And
Those are the two options.
you see what I'm saying? No, there's
What other punches
Either
are
I
there?
suck a dick or I don't.
I'll tell you what. There is another option with punch. Fruit punch. So
Fuck you, motherfucker.
How far in are we already? Not even.
What? Take another milligram, brother.
Oh yeah, you're right.
MGs.
15. You want?
Oh, if you
my
don't
God.
mind. Thank you.
They're only
Very nice.
15.
Dave's got a story he could tell you about some
Goodbye.
edibles here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. What happened, buddy? You get edibled up or what?
Let
You
it
gotta-
kick in.
Oh, nice. Well, anyway, oh, man. I just want to say the first time I met you, though, that I remember. Now, this is just going to be obviously false because our memories are horrible and we remember how we think we remember. Was that, I mean, it was purely because we were like, oh, yeah, you like music? I like music. Cool. And Derek, I think, might have been the dude before me that was probably talking to you, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I do remember you coming down to Buffalo the one time, and somebody might have cracked his boner, but we won't talk about that.
Jesus.
Anyway,
That's fine because I've heard that shit for so many years.
Dave
that goddamn
Dave
story.
almost beat the shit out of his brother. He was like, "What the fuck?" Anyway, we won't get into this. And I was like,
Oh, my God.
whatever. But yeah, we just clicked on that, and it was like, oh fuck, man, this dude. Right? I don't know what it was then. I was like, he's gonna do something. And I always joke with you at the time. I was like, man, we should just make a band, you know? What the fuck?
I was always surprised that you never were in a band, actually.
I can't sing.
Who gives a fuck? You can learn how to fucking belt something.
Whoa! You just fucking scream or fake scream or do whatever, you know? But what I was really interested in, and I kind of figured it out, I was like, what was the last time I seen him? And the last time I seen you was down on West 2nd Street. I'm fucking shit hammered, which I never was. I never drank my whole life.
It was a rare thing. To happen in the house ever.
And fucking in walks Dave, and you're in your big boy, like fucking, yeah, I mean, you're a big boy now, but like, you were doing powerlifting and shit.
Oh, I was big as shit.
You were feeling no
I saw that video you put up the other day. You're like,
hell yeah. It was a good time.
bigger but stronger Dave stage. Like,
I don't think you were drinking at the time.
Dave. Yeah, that's what you said.
Some booze, and I'm pretty sure you said, nah, I'm good. You know, like
that happened a lot when you offered people drinks.
well, after they walk in
you're fucking
and
drinking,
saw
you're gonna make
how
that
fucking
paint
hammered you were, we're like, well, let's not drink what he's fucking drinking.
Well, and I was afraid you were going to roofie me.
I don't know why you'd be
That's
afraid of that.
that's a legit fear.
I want to remember it.
Cream dream.
What?
You would have had a cream dream.
Cream dream.
But
was that, mayo?
I remember talking to you that night a little bit, and I remember saying something about like you should pro wrestle or something. You said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it," but you were just thinking about it. It wasn't even like you weren't starting it. I don't think you had at the time.
You have to tell the story of how you got into it, actually.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude, I don't know.
No, I mean like how it happened when you were talking.
Nobody explained to you this was going to essentially be like a 2-hour interview.
Yeah, right. You're like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk about that.
I thought I was going to like make a couple of weird comments about
fuck yeah.
my sexuality or something. And like,
Oh man.
fuck, dude, what do you want me to explain?
No.
So what I was getting at was I don't know why, but I looked at you and said, man, there's a charisma about this dude. And I said this about a lot of guys, and I don't know what it is. It's just a factor. It's called it. And I would always be
I was just scared of him because when he gets scared, when he gets fucking mad, he's a scary looking dude. That's
that's
rare.
That's
when
good.
it happens,
That's
Yeah.
good. You need anger in life. You
Right.
need to drive a passion. And that's what I'm getting at. I was so fucking just elated to know that you got into pro wrestling. I was like, fuck yeah.
Thanks,
you know?
man.
And I don't know exactly what drove you, but it's really cool that I don't know if it was us that inspired you at all. I would think not. I mean, you know, you kind of did your military.
He wants you to tell him that he inspired you.
No, it was like,
Definitely you.
definitely. I don't know.
I never thought I could do anything until you said that. I immediately changed my life.
you see what Lyndon does. He fucks me every time.
But again, you're fucking reaching, dog.
No, no. I just go like,
Mr. Funny.
oh shit, he's doing pro wrestling. Like, was it something that I mean, because you've been doing Shug, you've been wrestling for 16 fucking years.
Yeah, right.
So
fucking
I'm like, well,
legit.
Shug and
SCW is
Dave,
going to be
I mean,
20 years old here soon.
But I mean, I know what you're asking though, and I mean, it's
I guess
because,
what I'm getting at is like, hey, in any way, like, did you go? I want to be a pro wrestler early on because I don't remember having a conversation about being a pro wrestler at all. It was just music when we were young bucks. Yeah, me, I was like, I'm going to be Chris Jericho, bro.
This motherfucker.
Dave, I'm going to be Chris Jericho.
Nobody's Chris Jericho right now. He's pretty much the fucking GOAT.
Of course. But I would say shit like that. I'm an EHW, bro. I mean, I don't know. Did you go to an EHW show? Mm-mm. Okay. So in those things, and they were around the same time, that was my whole plan, was to do music and fucking wrestle at the same time.
He did want to be Chris Jericho then.
I did.
Fozzy, bro.
Fozzy?
It's still one of the... Dude,
You know, I shit on Fozzy a bunch last time we talked about it. I have since heard it again.
they're on
Not
fucking...
too bad.
They're on...
Not
They're
too bad.
Hey, they're on season 5 of Cobra Kai. Like, their song. and the guy's walking into his...
Never mind.
Walking...
No spoilers, though.
Well, I'm not going to say who it is, but he's walking into his apartment and he's singing Judas.
Oh, come on, man.
Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
You don't like Cobra Kai?
Oh, I'm just teasing him.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
You've never watched any Cobra Kai at
Shane
all?
has this thing where he'll mention a band and he'll look and he knows it's something I just don't listen to, and he'll look at me and go like, I know you don't like them.
Especially when I brought up like Bleeding Through. Like, they're all going to shit on me.
I
Hey,
like bleeding.
bullying still
Sorry.
exists in the spider hole, okay? Words can be bullying. And Lyndon's a bully. He's the biggest one in the
I'm
whole
not
fucking...
the bully. I'm not.
He gave me an edible. He's
Yeah,
nice.
Well,
see,
he wants you to calm down.
I want it
'cause
to
he's
be a
the
good
biggest
show.
bully, not you.
I'm pretty sure Dave
gonna
dealt
destroy all of
with
our
the
gimmicks.
biggest bully
But-
his whole life. It was his
That's
brother.
true.
So
Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why I fucking shit on him the first time. Like, you just mentioned his name, and I'm like, I fucking hate him.
Oh, fuck it. Dust in the wind. Who cares? Anyway, gotta get a pun on that. Yeah, and again, all I was getting at was like, it's just it's such a good surprise, of course, that all of a sudden you're fucking doing it. And to a lot of the people out there, you know, that like they just go like, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm not going to do it. Just fucking do it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's really what happened, where you were just like, you know what, I'm just going to fucking do this.
So for me, it was, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. My ex-wife was a cunt. And
fantastic beginning.
yeah, so like everything that I tried to do, she
Okay.
would shit on.
Yeah.
So we got a divorce. It took forever, but we separated like 4 years ago. And that's when I was kind of like, maybe I should give this a try.
Okay.
And I trained for like a month, and then I went back on night shift because I was still a pig. And I couldn't, like, there was no way I could ever make training. I could show up for maybe like a half hour.
Right.
It just wasn't worth it. Like, I understood there needed to be a lot more done than just fucking off. So I quit training for the longest time. And then maybe like a year later, I stopped policing. And that's when I was like, okay, well, now I don't really have a reason. I'm not married to fucking this cunt anymore. I can just go do my thing. So that's when I was like, okay, let me go give it a try. I trained a little bit, maybe like 2 weeks, and thought it was kind of fun. And then that's when I met John Gresham. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker, like, I didn't know who he was because I've never been a mark. Like, now I can appreciate wrestling, but I still wouldn't really consider myself a
That's
fan.
so like, oh man, at that point right there, I want to get into that more because that's crazy.
Open me
Go
up,
ahead.
dude. So yeah, I met John, and we clicked as like friends.
Yeah.
And he invited me and one other guy who's like a heavyset bodybuilder. Like, he was a yoke dude, but he was just fat.
Hey, Flair started like that. Flair was
Oh my God,
just a
he's
fucking
a chubby
powerlifter.
puppy, isn't he?
He was. Like, if you look at
Yeah.
old pictures of Ric Flair, he was just like,
But he
Big
turned
fucking
his
dude.
fucking buff into fluff into buff.
Yeah.
Right. So
no, he was a powerlifter. Like, he was a big dude, but then he just
I'm just
slimmed down.
buff into fluff. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah, you used to be yoke, dude.
Oh man.
You're still handsome as
The
ever.
amount of roids I did there.
Don't let that.
It's pretty weird, you know. Fat, handsome is not necessarily a good thing, but
There
I'll
are
take it.
chubby chasers out there, buddy.
It's better
yeah.
than ugly and fucking fat.
Oh, yeah. It's,
You know what I mean? And you're not
Fuck.
fat,
I'm
bro.
trying
You're
to get both, but I'll be there. You know, just give me a night.
there are other
Taco Bell.
people that we know who were in better shape and are huge and fat now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I can think of like 5.
Well, I had a baby, so I got an excuse. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
Gresham, yeah.
Oh,
By the
thank
way,
you.
he's
And the guy
for
was the big.
viewers-
That's how we got off with the rails with the chunky guy.
Well,
Yeah,
for
thank you.
the viewers, John Gresham is a legit bad dude.
Hang on, we'll circle back. Also, John really started his career because he was working on a show and he paid for Colby to get booked
Yeah.
so he could take that match and
crazy?
send it off.
Yeah.
That's how John Gresham's career fucking started. Like,
It's a fucking
damn.
small world, man.
but because
Really
John
is.
is fucking good. He was good then, but
Oh, yeah.
nobody was looking at John Gresham because John's shorter. Like, John's probably like same height as Lyndon. Like, they're Lyndon's like,
wait,
oh
what?
fuck, I'm so short.
I'm short.
How tall are you?
Fuck, I should have got the tall chair for you.
Like 5'3" and right at the edge of 5'4".
Yeah,
John.
like the same height. Yeah. So like people like don't realize how short some guys are, and then like sometimes like a guy like for the longest time when I broke in too, like even 5'8" was fucking short.
Yeah.
So like they're like everyone's like, oh fuck, he's
Dude,
tiny.
I get it a lot, and people meet me at shows, and they'll like people in other bands, you know, that haven't met me in person will only see me in like pictures and videos and shit,
Fuck yeah.
or on stage, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're shorter than
That I
So you
expected.
were I'm like, yeah, dude.
But back to that is John, like a lot of people never gave him a chance. So John basically got Colby booked and then took that match and sent it all fucking everywhere. And then John's career fucking super smart. But anyways, back to John Gresham because he's fucking super good. But
yeah, he told me that story when we first met because the guy who owned the gym that we were training at right away was like, oh, he's friends with Colby. And I was like, fuck, dude, that's not how I want to make friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
like,
I know somebody else. So
right.
we should be friends.
That's everywhere you go, by the way.
Well, you don't have to start a conversation that way, though.
No, and you never do. I work in manufacturing. All of a sudden, 20 people will be like, oh, you know Colby? You're like, what the okay, cool.
Yeah.
Never said a goddamn thing.
Right.
Somehow he's fucking famous. But what anyway.
Yeah, so John told me that story, and he was telling me about how the guys that he lived with just fucking shit on him so hard because he paid for the match, and he's like, "Oh, and those guys aren't wrestling anymore," and I was like, "Yeah, exactly."
He took a chance on himself, and he was like, he wanted to wrestle an indie darling at the time. Like Colby was fucking blowing up, so like it was a smart decision on his part.
I always think back to that. Like, whenever I think about going to a show and I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, make my money back or whatever, I think about John just fucking giving it his all. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I might lose a couple of bucks, but it's either that or I'll sit home and fucking do nothing. So,
exactly.
But yeah, so John invited me and this fat little bodybuilder to start coming and train with him before class. So it turned into, like, this thing where it was maybe like 3 or 4 months where it was just me, Fat Boy, and John for like 3 or 4 hours getting it in, probably like 4 times a week. And after that, I was like, fuck, dude, like I could actually do this. This is actually, it's hard as fuck. But like with this dude teaching me, like,
and that many times in the ring that often, like I trained once a week. So that many times fucking in 1 week is that's pretty fucking awesome. Actually,
it was insane. It was insane. And I'll never get that again. And I miss it. Like, I miss it all the time.
Just being in the ring all the fucking time.
Yeah, it was so sweet. And have him around, like, fuck. But yeah, does that answer what you were looking for? 'Cause
that's how he got in. That's
how I
it.
got in.
Yeah.
That's how you got in. And how long ago was that? Do you know?
Ooh, I started working shows in December of last year, so I think it was like 8 months before that. I'm not going to try and do the math.
Right.
So around like 2 years you've been in the business now?
No, last December was his first match, then you said? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not even a full year yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, but that's
But he's more jacked than almost everyone in the fucking Midwest right now. Like, not even like
I think
you go to an AEW show, there's some dudes who are jacked on that show, but they don't look like fucking Dave, dude. Like,
yeah, you prick, it's called work ethic. That's a shirt. Anyway. No, and the coolest part about it is especially because, oh man, you're in like the beginning of some like awesome new journey. You don't have anybody holding you back, as you said, and that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, dude,
I've been in a relationship. My last relationship was like that, and that was like we were doing more and more stuff, but like I was less motivated to do it because it was constantly like,
you're like,
you're with that person who's always pissed every time.
Just pissed that her life sucks, and like shit.
I still deal with this, and I'm not even with that fucking person anymore. And
we
like,
won't talk about that, broke your boat. No.
But yeah, it makes all the difference. And then I mean, just like even when you have friends that do stuff. Even if you do different things, I mean, like, like being friends with you guys, you're always doing stuff. Shane's always doing stuff. Wayne's always doing stuff, and
I feel bad. I haven't went to see one of Wayne's stand-ups in a long fucking time.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, it's been a while. Probably
Wayne Lighter.
Wayne, yeah, dude. He's
around your neck of the woods, too.
He was doing
down there.
He's done like
his family.
He's done like multiple like one-man shows. He would produce this whole one-man show by himself. like 3 years in a row, I think.
That's
and it
dope.
was just fantastic. It's
And
the
like you said,
funniest
even
shit.
if you're not into it, he's doing stuff. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still, again, to have-
But I would tell you, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I'll still like it.
Let me tell you something.
You know?
Fucking nobody around here was doing anything Wayne was doing.
Right.
Comedy wise, performance wise, online shit, like just goofy little like video sketches that he was doing there to last like 30 seconds.
Oh my God, yeah,
I'm
those are
literally
fucking funny.
howling in the work bathroom taking a shit at Wayne, like fucking with his AC unit in his apartment or something.
Yeah. He's like, he says low and then high fan or whatever, and he smokes.
Then he clicks it to cool and he goes,
What is he? He smokes a bowl and then he clicks it to cool and he goes, yeah. And that was the fucking video. Just like he figured out. I was like, why is this not fucking working?
Shot a turd out of my ass laughing at that. It was the best. But like, my point being, like, the more people you know that are doing stuff, like, and are like motivated to do stuff, it just makes you want to do shit too.
Yeah, there's a dude on the internet, and you've seen him, probably Dan Pena. He's an old guy that just shits on billionaires.
You're fucking poor.
You're fucking poor.
All your friends are fucking poor.
Well, no, so
I've never seen this, so
Sounds horrible.
So this, okay, this guy, no, he's this old billionaire dude. Who has made his money telling other billionaires how to be successful. He lives in a castle in Scotland.
He's okay, fuck this guy already.
Motherfuckers, he's fucking like...
fuck this guy.
Fucking... No, listen, actually,
he has
pretty
good
fucking
advice.
funny.
He has
He
good
diddles
advice.
kids.
Like, he
Lyndon probably
maybe.
does.
He
Those are
probably
about my
screams at him the whole time.
Oh, God.
Lyndon, I
Fuck.
was going to get to that quote that
Yeah.
he said, which was, if you show me
kids.
your friend...
I fucked them all! I'm not sorry!
Oh, my God.
Not me!
I know. Fuck.
No, he said, if you show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That's what he said. And I
not
fucking
far
see
off.
that, because you need people around you that pick you up when you're down. And again, everybody gets down. It's just how it is, bro. That's life. But again, you don't always need somebody. You could be a strong human being. I'm not saying you're not, but you need people next to you that
What do they say, like,
hey,
your-
I'm doing shit.
Your
Do
five,
shit.
your five closest friends are like what you're gonna be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they push you. Your five closest friends. If they don't, then maybe they're not one of your close
and you
friends.
have John Grisham, who seems to be a strong,
Yeah, and he's actually really good friends
minded.
with Dave. He calls him a lot, apparently, from what I've heard. So,
And that's your trainer, like head trainer.
Yeah, it's
slash-
my daddy.
All right, dude.
I'm his young boy, even though I'm older than him.
dude, hey, it happens, man.
So, and again, at the age that you started, a lot of people probably are like, wow, he started then? And
Yeah.
I was like that too. That's what I was getting at. But I'm not hating. That's no hate.
No, I don't.
I know somebody named DDP.
yeah, it started. He was 35 years old.
Everybody brings
rookie
this
year.
up to me.
And why?
No,
would-
rookie year,
why would
35
they?
years old.
Because, of course, you're talking about marks first that are at this table, me and Shug.
Yeah.
Lyndon doesn't give a flying fuck. He's like you. He's like, I'll just do it. Who cares? Basically, yeah, we were marks. That's where I met you. I was a fucking mark, was I not? I literally wanted to see a pro wrestler live. I wanted to see him bad.
Yeah, we would skip school and go to Gold's Gym so we could watch them fucking work out like weirdos.
That's fucking
No, that's
crazy.
cool.
I don't understand that.
We would work out too, but once the first time I did it with you guys is I look over and I'm like, dude, where the fuck is these guys at? What the fuck am I doing? And I look over at Kane and he's just like way fucking bigger than I thought he was gonna be. Just a fucking massive
Didn't even
human
make
being.
sense.
I was like, holy fuck. And then I'm pretending not to be starstruck the entire time after that when all these guys are coming from the back. Even Arn Anderson's over there doing pec flies. I'm like, fucking Arn Anderson.
Double A.
In my head, I'm fucking marking out bad, like big time. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I've never been like that either. That's like, I don't get weird. Not weird, but yeah, I don't get Star Trek. I don't fanboy.
But in your head, well, in my head I am, but I don't go. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't fucking go like.
Lyndon has
basically
people that he'll mark out for, though.
Well, yeah, but like
absolutely,
yeah.
but just not.
you don't go up and fuck
Nowhere
with them.
beyond my own head.
I would never go up and fuck with a wrestler in the middle of their workout. First off, because they could rip my fucking throat out. I'm like, dude, are you really gonna come to me?
especially Chris fucking Benoit when I'm watching him.
Yeah,
and I'm-
dude, he
and
was-
he's
he was
and in a sense,
massive.
He's going, kill my family.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea.
Fuck.
I don't want to fuck with him. No, he was
Pull
like
down
fucking
suicide.
insane.
Somebody's got to, dude.
But that's got to be a band name.
That's exactly. I swear on my life, that's what I was going to say. If one of you guys start a new band, lat pull down suicide. That's fucking choice.
It's a fucking weightlifting beatdown. Yeah. Like, power lift hardcore. Like
lat pull down, throw down.
What? Fuck. Oh, dude. I would say you can make everybody in the crowd do push-ups, but Party Cannon already does that.
They have guys get down and do push-ups.
There's this whole crowd of people.
I don't know.
The apocalypse.
I think we're getting fucking bombed, bro.
I got a sandwich, so fuck you guys. That's fine.
I have all the edibles. Will be okay.
All right, fuck it. We're just gonna eat all those. Then we're just gonna die here in the spider hole.
If I ate an edible, oh my god,
I will probably throw up on the ground and just stare at the wall for an hour.
I'm gonna get we'll get a text from you next day. Be like, this podcast is fucked up too.
I died. I usually die when I do something with
every
weed.
Time.
Oh man,
Logan just tell you I died in my sleep.
I will tell you what you did wrong, and that's me and Josh should be out on the back porch smoking.
Drink a whole bottle.
And you would drink a whole bottle, and then come outside and be like, "Give me a fucking thing." And because normally we try to get you to smoke when you weren't drunk,
fucking hammered.
Because that's what you should do.
Oh, I did that.
And instead,
before.
you're fucking already blacked out or close to.
Yeah.
And then you rip the biggest hit of the night. And spit and drool and puke all over the back porch, and then you immediately go and you go to sleep.
Right.
That's
I'm
like
set this down.
He's setting his cord.
I mean, I don't know.
He's basically drinking water.
We're drinking fucking water, bro.
I can't think of a worse idea for somebody who didn't regularly smoke.
Yeah.
And you would go and fall into the abyss, and then immediately
I don't know
wake
how you
up
fell
and
right to sleep and not. Like, first off, when you are fucking drunk and then you smoke, you're like, okay, I'm going to throw up now because I don't know what's straight because everything is fucking spinning.
I've gotten the spins before. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But yeah, I don't know how you just went to, oh, fuck it, I'm asleep now.
Well, I guess I had to die to figure it out. You know?
Yeah, because that's what happened. You came back out on the porch one night, and you just had to relive.
We've kind of told this.
Yeah, tell the whole story about the trauma. You told us that you had died, you'd experienced death, and you woke up, and you're like, now I'm here. I'm going to go back to sleep. And that was it.
I was like, it's pretty good, man. You guys should die. It's pretty good.
Weird.
We were smoking like retarded strong weed too.
Yeah,
For then, I guess.
For then.
2012.
Now it's like a whole fucking ball game that's new, and you
Just go over to Milan, and you can walk in and buy fucking whatever.
I buy this shit at the fucking tobacco store in the lot I work in.
Oh shit! Okay,
it's
nice.
Fucking Delta 8 shits everywhere.
Fuck yeah!
Now you can do drugs. Just do drugs. I didn't have anything for that.
So that's the PSA for Pit Lord. If you go to a show, you can just do drugs.
Don't come to our shows unless you already do drugs.
I just got really fucking drunk.
Right? Give me another.
No. I mean, like when I went and saw
show.
First time I saw Lyndon's band.
Dave, I think you like Pit Lord if you haven't listened.
I got fucking smoked drunk, smoked drunk, and I was like, I walked up, bought a shirt, and they gave me a CD, and like. They knew I was like, I'm gonna go home now, and it's like, dude, the sun's still up. Like I'm fucked.
My fiance are talking to him throughout the day. Yeah, he's fine. And we play, and I'm back at the merch table with her, and he's like, "You guys are pretty good." And he's talking to us. Yeah. I give him a shirt, and he just walks away. And Emily's just like. He's fucking done. Fuck? She looks at me and she goes, I think he's done.
I was gone. Like, I was like, I need to go the fuck home. And I went to sleep till like 9 o'clock. And was
had nothing to do with us.
No, it wasn't you guys.
You were just having a good time.
I was like, all right, went in there and had a shot. And I felt like, I was like, I'll take another shot. And I was like, nope, it's over. I'm done. 2 shots in a row. With their bong water seltzer that they make. That's what they call it, bong water. It's their seltzer they make at Wake Brewing.
That's awesome.
So I drink a few of those. I'm like, why do I feel like I'm fucked? I felt like I got date raped. I was like, how am I so fucking hammered? Like,
I forgot to tell you about that part. Everybody there fucked you. Like,
no, that's why I got out of there before it happened.
Back by the outhouses, Varner's dad fucked you. He doesn't remember either.
Yeah.
That was a fucking long day.
Jesus Christ.
So, Dave, do you still listen to metal?
Yeah, I listen to hardcore.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. He's. I told you that he's more of like a hardcore punk guy.
So,
Yeah.
what would be your current band you'd put over?
Drain.
Drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell the story of when you went and saw him.
I
Yeah, tell
actually
me.
didn't get to see him. I was taking John Gresham to his first like punk show, and at least in the area. I think he had been to like some ska shows in the UK and stuff when he was over there, but like as far as like hardcore and punk, this was his first one. And I took an edible, and I didn't read the package or like anything with it. I just popped it in my mouth and walked, and we were walking up, and it was like in a fucking barn, like through a neighborhood that we had to walk through, and all these hardcore kids were coming out, and like they all had face tattoos and shit and looked rough.
Crust punks. Crust
Yeah.
punks.
So he told me about Crust Punks last episode.
Crust
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. And John looks up at me and he goes, hey Dave, is this a okay place for a brother to go? And I was like, yeah, you're gonna be fine, bro. Like all he sees is white dudes with like face tattoos and all these like sleeves and shit, and he thinks I'm like marching him into a fucking Klan meeting to like sacrifice him. And I'm like, no, dude, you're fine, bro. And I'm starting to feel the high. Excuse me, pardon me. And then I like, as the band that we're watching is playing, I feel like I'm taking up too much space. Like, as people are
I
walking
know what
by
you're talking
me,
about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big boy. So.
as people are walking by me, I keep trying to like move, even though they're fucking like 8 feet away from me. So I'm like crowding the wall, and John's,
This is because of the edible. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought because like for me, I hated being in front of your show because I'm like, oh my god, nobody can see behind me. Go ahead.
dude, I was in the absolute back. Like,
Okay.
there's no fucking reason.
It's way funnier.
Yeah.
Okay, you should have said that.
Hang on, it's getting better.
And I'm like pressed against the wall, and John keeps like looking at me, and
Get
like,
the microphone up to you, buddy.
and he's very
There you go.
confused about what's going on.
Yeah.
And finally, I admit to him, like, yo, I'm just too high, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck. So he's like, what did you even take? He's like, let's go look at the package. Should we go back to my car and look in the package? And it's a fucking gummy bear with his eyes like X'd out and blood's coming down him. And the brand is called Death by Gummies.
Oh,
and they were
shit.
100 milligrams. And
Yeah.
I had no tolerance for
That's
that.
so much.
Damn.
Dude, I was crushed.
Lynn's been.
That's normal for me. That's an everyday.
It's normal.
Oh,
for
that's
him.
not. Yeah, I
Not
was
for Dave though.
yeah, I was in the Marines for 8 years, and then I was a
Right.
cop. So like my experience.
Oh yeah, no. I 100%. I've taken 100 milligrams when my tolerance was 0,
Right.
because I was like, oh, I smoke, it's fine. But when you eat it, even if you smoke all the time, when you eat it, it digests is completely different. So it's like you've never had it. And I ate 100 thinking that was what I was going to need.
I couldn't walk around with that.
Yeah,
I literally did one and melted into the couch.
Now it's
Dead.
average. I typically eat about 300 milligrams per day.
Damn,
Oh my
dude.
god, dude.
Yeah. I work in sales. I have to. I sell flooring.
Makes sense.
I sell flooring to old people from Dubuque. I have to do drugs
No, you
constantly.
liquidate lumber. Get it right.
Barely. I sell vinyl.
Yeah,
It's-
Pit Lord vinyl.
Horrific. It's a horrific experience most of the time. So I have to be so fucked up to care about their kitchen floor before Thanksgiving. like otherwise, like I don't. Why are you asking about a 100-year warranty? You're fucking 80.
Yeah.
Like I get that every day, so I have to not shit.
That
on
is a
people.
legit thing that they ask.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who the
my
fuck?
God.
You're not even
Dude,
gonna
listen.
live 100 years. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, they
Listen.
are.
Listen.
With technology.
No.
Fuck
no.
outta here.
These people are all 5
Fuck outta
years
here.
and done.
And McDonald's.
But it's that whole generation is fucked. The world is fucked. That's it.
Oh, for sure.
Sorry.
For sure.
Anyway.
I had nothing.
So,
Sorry, I didn't have
brothers
any of that.
over here. Two brothers in
I'm
this room
super fucking high.
had a show this weekend, and I know you just had one yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? You too as well.
Yeah, let's hear about Dave's show because we actually didn't
How'd
talk about
that show
it.
go, and what was the show called? You said WCP.
Yeah, Windy City Pro Wrestling.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So it's still a Chicago show then, kind of like Chicago area.
Well, they say it's Chicago, but it was like fucking an hour outside of Chicago. Not to like bury him, but
right, yeah.
So I thought it was going to be really strange because they fly all these cats in, and when I asked around, like everybody was like, every time I've gone to the show, there's maybe like 20 people in the crowd. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are they funding this?
Yeah,
right.
So, I showed up.
Beer sales from the 20 people. They're just funding it. They get so annihilated. Good.
I showed up like not giving a fuck because I was like, oh man, nobody's going to be in the crowd. I don't think it's recorded. I want to have a good match still, but I'm not like worried about it.
Right.
And I was wrestling. I found out I was wrestling David Ali. I don't know if you know that cat.
That sounds familiar.
He moved from Atlanta. Like right when I started is when he was moving.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody puts him over in Atlanta as a really good worker, but I never got to meet him. Like, I would see him at shows, but I wasn't working yet, so I don't fucking talk to anybody because who am I? You know what I mean? So,
right.
I was pretty jazzed that he was going to be in the tournament, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to work him. So then I was excited when I found out that's who I was working with. And, we went through our match, and he spent, like, a lot of time with me, like, way more time than what he should have.
Hell yeah.
He was really good about everything. And then, it was, I think it was a pretty decent match. There was only a couple of things that I kind of fucked up on, but everything else was pretty solid. I think, like, 200 people showed up.
Shit. So it's, like, way more than you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, which was not at all what I was expecting. So it was pretty good, pretty weird.
Fuck yeah. Do you feel any skankers tankers at all or no?
Jesus.
Did I bang some rats? Is that what that question was?
Exactly.
I think he gets it.
He knows. He's in the business now, man. He fucking knows.
By the way, we're not talking about Rat the band. We're talking about rats. Ring rats.
I fucking banged a rat. I ain't even a wrestler.
Probably.
You say that. No, man. I don't know how the shows are around here, but in Atlanta, like the Atlanta metro area, the idea of fucking ring rats like repulsive.
Oh, dude, it is nowadays. Yeah, like they're like there are no like the hot chicks that are at shows are in the locker room now.
Yes,
you know what I mean. They're not fucking
rats.
No, for real. Like it's very rare.
Yeah.
Like in AEW, you'll see one. I'm like, all right, she's definitely dating one of the boys. She's sitting in the crowd because she's dating one of the boys. Like, there's no other reason why she's here.
You know, take a chance just to see.
No. No, because I'm not gonna like. And that's like you want to fucking find out that way by hitting on somebody's fucking fiance or girlfriend.
It's the same thing with metal shows here.
Yeah,
or at least local metal shows. Either that. I mean, obviously, like shows are a little bit different. But if you do see like an attractive metal chick, she's probably with one of the dudes in the band. But then if I play somewhere in Chicago,
that's the same as always.
Like a bigger market, that's when you do.
Oh
see,
yeah,
like,
there are good looking chicks in Chicago
groups of
metal shows.
Come out to a metal show together,
right?
But
again, one time I saw Killswitch with Soilwork in fucking where was it? It was in Wisconsin.
Is that the one we went to?
Nope. I went with Zach Criswell, Spike.
Oh, okay.
We went up there, and there was this really good-looking chick selling, of course, Soilwork stuff, and it was like, oh, that was Speed's old lady at the time, like, yeah,
or at least one of them.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was his old lady. Like, she was tall, like redhead, big old boobs. I was like, yeah, nope, she's got to be with one of the boys. Gotta be.
He came out and he was like, "Hey, Shug, you want to bang her with me?"
Yeah, let's tag her, bro. I'm way fucking taller than you.
I mean, even if she's not, it's smart of the tour to hire like
somebody to look at,
female for merch.
Yeah, because the dudes are gonna come up and want to fucking talk to her anyways.
I mean,
and if she's
he's gonna buy merch from her before some fat guy that's fucking around on his cell phone,
right?
Which has been every merch guy I've seen.
Dude.
Now. Nobody's girlfriends can afford to go, apparently.
Well, and like it is smart when sometimes the boys will do that too. Like when they're in the back, they'll have their girlfriend at the merch table selling their merch too. And it's like, dudes are gonna come up and fucking talk to you. You're a good looking woman at a wrestling show. Yeah, of course. If you're not working on it, they're like, well, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you doing here? Like, and then if they're good carnies, they can fucking talk them into buying a fucking shirt or a DVD or an 8x10.
The main reason, the number one reason I have Emily do our merch is because one, she's attractive, so that makes there's a difference,
Right.
But she's also not like a pushover. So if somebody tries to get shitty with her, she'll just be like, "Fuck off,"
It's fantastic.
Like just. I don't have to worry. I don't have to
talk to you. I don't want to have this conversation. Do you want to buy something or get the fuck out of here?
Exactly. Would you move out of the fucking way?
Nice.
Exactly.
The Italian.
I think what it comes down to, especially with oh my God, I want to get back to you, man, because Dave, you started something in making shows around here and trying to make a scene. Obviously, I think you did. I think there was a little bit of a scene when you were coming around. Davenport has way more of a scene than it ever has, and in my opinion. Now, Lyndon says no, but I think so.
I don't think so either.
I wouldn't say
Raccoon
no.
Motel.
Like,
more places to play.
Oh, more places to play, of
That's
course.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I would
And
argue
more people booking good shit.
Yes,
That's
I
what I'm saying.
think that's gotten better. I think as far as like local bands, there's some cool local bands. A lot of them don't play together because they're all kind of different. And
Yeah, they don't have like Dave's shows where like there was like metal bands, hardcore bands, and death metal bands.
Of people per band for sure. Because a lot of the hardcore bands quit during COVID or just kind of phased themselves out or whatever. Nothing against hardcore, but against all the people in those fucking bands because you fucking suck.
Around here,
a lot of bands quit, and the bands that quit, I'm like, well, good, because that. Good. But I think there are like the venues we have now, even just in like Davenport and like Iowa City, because like Wildwood's killing it, right?
Oh yeah, they do.
Wildwood Raccoon Motel has.
We wrestle there too, by the way. That fucking venue is rad as fuck.
That would be
We're wrestling
so
there
perfect.
September 24th.
Should have
we have a show there,
and fucking music like everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's that was gonna be. Wake is doing both.
Yeah,
Wake is doing fucking music.
Yeah.
Wake is doing
Jason
both.
brings in fucking rad bands that like what you don't see at Wildwood.
Yep.
Like that's amazing. I just wish that there was more of a DIY scene now like there was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
The problem was all those fucking people like they just all couldn't get along. They all fought with each other.
That's weird.
There's always some bullshit going on.
We had a little bit of that. I remember there was a lot of beef between bands, but
this is going to happen no matter what, but I mean, it's more so people that were going to shows and not in bands. Like, because you had like the supper club that closed because of some bullshit that had nothing to do with the venue itself. All kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but whatever. I'm happy there's at least cool tours because Wildwood's awesome for playing.
Fuck yeah. Speaking of shows, Shuggy Woogie, how was your show, Bubba?
Show was fun. Got to work with Johnny again. We were like, dude, let's not just do the same old shit. Because sometimes it's like, you go to your greatest hits. You've worked with each other a million fucking times. But like me and Johnny have definitely, I swear we've probably had just close to like, I don't know, just shooting it out there. I bet we've had for legit with how many times we've wrestled, probably like a good 30 times. So, like we've wrestled each other a bunch.
You're talking about Johnny Wisdom.
Johnny
who's
Wisdom.
Been in the business for quite some time.
Yeah.
Really good dude. Another guy we went to high school with. I went to junior high with him.
Computer graphics with him.
Colby put him over as a really good fucking heel too. And like Johnny as a heel, he's fucking fantastic. Just like one of the best.
I mean, just like Brett Rollins, natural heel. Keep it up.
Brett Rollins.
But, the point is like, especially with, Johnny, it's just his look, And I don't know, maybe because I was in the back of the bus like a badass. He was in the front. When I threw the battery at the back of his head, I didn't really mean to hit him. Well, I got him stupid enough to become a pro wrestler. Just kidding.
Who is this?
Johnny Wisdom. You don't remember Johnny Wisdom? That's like his real name, by the way.
No.
Another
yeah,
guy,
that's his real name.
I didn't even know. Was he a mark?
Johnny loved wrestling, dude.
Another guy didn't know that. I would have been good buds with the guy, but I don't know what it was, man. Maybe he was just living too far away from me, which was literally 20 minutes. I just didn't know, But that's awesome. Keep going.
Anyways, yeah, we did some different shit, and the crowd was like pretty fucking hot. Like I was like, all right, well, it's like our last summer date, I guess you could say. But like, I was like, usually like people want to be outside. Like usually summers for Midwest, like we don't draw very well. Right. But SCW has not. We've drawn really fucking well lately. So they all showed up. It was a fucking hot crowd, and me and Johnny didn't call shit for the opening. Like they just worked it, and then like even the cutoff was worked. Like we were just like, oh yeah, in the ring. Like, well, this is what we're gonna do. Talking to each other. Done it so many fucking times. The go home was talked about in the back, but like everything else was just worked. And like the stuff at the beginning of the match, like Johnny just being Johnny, we did like that Memphis style where like a heel would do something and like the babyface gets him back. It's like it's back and forth, real fucking easy. And you want to do that for like an SCW crowd. Like if I was in Chicago, that match, probably the go home would have been hot, but the opening people would have been like, this is fucking stupid. Like, get to the shit. Get to the shit. But like, yeah, it impressed me.
That don't impress me much.
No, dude, and like a lot of smart mark crowds nowadays, like, dude, I've like going and doing AEW shows again. It's like I am fighting the uphill battle. I'm the guy that a lot of these new people have no fucking clue. They see my banner all the fucking time, but that doesn't mean shit to them because they've never seen me work. They just see my fucking banner that's been there for years. Right. It doesn't mean anything to them. Like they might get the nostalgia of like, oh, that's Shane Hollister, like that's the guy in there, but like they don't give a fuck until you have to prove something to them. So like going out there and reworking with in front of all these new people over again, it's like starting all over in a way. That's fucking kind of sucks, but
that's life. You should want to prove yourself.
Oh, dude, every time.
I'm gonna fucking steal your.
I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Match, or this music the music fucking whatever you're playing. I'm gonna fucking make sure people hear this the best way. That's what it is.
I still have the Shawn Michaels mentality in my head. I'm like, we have this time frame, and if you want me to open the show, follow that motherfucker. Follow it.
Right.
Like I still have that like mentality of like, yeah, okay, all right, this is the time frame I have. I'm going to wrestle like it's the fucking main event. We have 8 minutes, but still, like, it's going to go, and it's going to be over.
On Johnny?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It set up a whole nother angle, like I'm in a program, which SCW has programs.
Yeah.
Again, you go to shows like AAW. There's a lot of time there's barely any storylines. There's a bunch of fucking cold matches. And like, yeah, cool. Then you have to go out and blow your fucking load, and that's all these people care about. Yeah, it's all these cool shit.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. but it's not. It's not though. But it's not.
All right, let me blow my load.
But it's not though. All right. It's like, not, dude, no. Like, all right, you watch a television show.
Book something because I haven't.
No, I'm not done talking.
Okay, go
motherfucker. Not cut me off.
I was gonna.
We're not going to the heat, bitch.
Go ahead.
Fuck.
All right.
He goes, all right.
Boys.
Anyways,
devil isn't all of you.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, like my thing is like you can have all these like if you want guys breaking the business, it's like all right, cool. Go out and have matches. You can learn from these matches, but realistically, what separates you from being just an average worker to like being fucking great is programs. You get to with promos and building a story off that same guy. Yeah. That is the fucking money, and that's where it's at. And like a lot of companies aren't fucking doing anymore. SCW is. And one time even Colby put over the booking for SCW and the story that sometimes we tell.
Which would be Merrick, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Merrick, and then Matt Mayday Crotch was writing, and now there's Alex who does the ring commentary. But yeah, dude, sometimes like it's just the program. The program's money, and it progresses you as a pro wrestler. To me, I feel like anybody can go out and have a really good fucking cold match, but then you go out and have a match and you're like, all right, now we have to top what we just did and keep telling a story for months. Months. Like to keep them captivated, like it's like watching a TV show, except they get to do it once every 2 weeks instead of like once a week. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's something that's got to be done. It's important. And the fact that there are companies like AEW that sometimes a lot of the story is lost. Like they're just randomly thrown out there. Like there's like small little stories on that show, but where's the big? You know what I mean? Every television show has small stories, and then the big story. Well, where the fuck is it? You know what I mean?
You're saying AAW.
AAW and AEW kind of both do that same
They
shit.
both do that.
Yeah, because right now they're marketing to smart marks who literally give a fuck about just like all this, like blow your load on my face. That's it. Just fucking do everything you can do possibly in one match. Like it's like we gotta digress because like we've already talked about watching like movies that have like really badass fight scenes, but the story's terrible. It's like it sucks ass. Like it's dude, fuck that. Like that's not pro wrestling.
I think that's probably the easiest way to say it for somebody like Lyndon. No offense, Lyndon. I mean, you don't watch wrestling every day, so like good storyline because you watch movies. Now, is pro wrestling movies pretty damn close?
No, I mean, pretty. Damn
I actually would call it more of a series.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you sat down and watched Cobra Kai, you know, there's character development. That is important. And if there isn't anything and it's just like randomly thrown matches, like people, they'll show up to watch wrestling, but they want to be captivated. They want to be pulled into the fucking story.
100%.
And if there isn't a fucking story, why the fuck keep coming back? It's like, I'll just keep watching the same guys on the same show do the same shit. Like, no, it doesn't fucking work.
That's Atlanta wrestling.
Is it really?
Fuck, dude. Like, there's no storylines, and they just do this like nonsense shit where like one day you got heat with this guy, and the next day all of a sudden you're working somebody else. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Ooh, yeah.
See, again, last night, me and Johnny's match was a cold match. There's no heat buildup. Right. So during that match, during the go home, the screen pops up and it's a promo. And I'm staring at the screen. Promo ends to set up our show for the 24th with me and this guy. We have a storyline going. Yeah. So we still progress the storyline while having a cold match. You can do it. It's possible. But like when you're not doing it, it's like, bleh.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like
I gotta get him putting the fucking
shades on. I almost brought mine in too, but I'm like,
trying to interrupt anything. I can't feel my eyeballs.
I fucking lost it.
That light's too bright.
I can't feel my eyeballs. Where we're going, you don't need eyes to see.
Yeah, Event Horizon's one of the scariest fucking movies ever.
Continue.
Anyway, but it's just again like it's just too much. Just cold matches. Like Colby will call them that too when there's no built up heat. So it's a cold match. Like there's nothing. You know what I mean?
It's like filler episodes.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about a long series,
exactly.
Those bullshit filler episodes where there's like a musical number.
Right.
You know,
even during the main event, they progressed another storyline for a match in fucking Wildwood, the 24th, a tables, ladders, and chairs match. It's like, dude, at least. Again, Iowa City, people from Walcott, like, we just progressed a story for you to have to come to now. You have to come there to see how that ends.
That's
exactly.
You know what I mean?
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's like when wrestling companies aren't doing this, it's like, what the fuck? Dude, I get it at the same time, like there are times where it's like you just want to see like this guy go against this guy and it's like, what the fuck? That's cool.
Well,
but
it's like it will, I mean, it's even a different perspective would be like, why would I go to like a UFC event if it's nothing but exhibition fights?
Right.
You know,
no championships. Yeah.
There's no title on the line at all whatsoever.
Well, and again, they'll randomly put titles on the line with no fucking built up heat against a guy. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? You're like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Stakes.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, like, I don't know. They're straying away from telling stories more, and that's the problem. I think that like all these guys,
I agree,
are like, yeah, you can do a bunch of cool shit, but you can't tell a fucking story. You can't. Like, and I think being in a program will make you a fucking. It'll end up progressing you as an artist when it comes to pro wrestling, and like a lot of guys get left out of that, and they don't get into programs or get chances to do that, and it's sad. That sucks.
Plug some shit, Baba.
I don't have anything other than November 5th, the Pit Lord release show
at the Raccoon Motel.
Yeah, that's it. That's
what do you guys putting out?
Time.
Sorry to cut you off.
Our second album.
Yeah. Galleries of Skewered Swine.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of that album.
And I never
Gallery of Skewered
so I'm not drunk enough
Swine
for this podcast. But go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll have that. I'm trying to find someone to press it on cassette because I don't feel like paying for
They're
it.
going to need a security guard, Dave.
Oh, this sounds especially
they're only
for-
going to pay $80,000 for one night.
Only
Don't worry.
$80,000. Not worth. I'm not getting out of.
We were able to
less
up
than
our-
100.
Come on, 81.
We can
Less
finally
than
ask
100.
for a guarantee now if I go out of town. I'm gonna, you got to give us like $250. And people are like, oh shit.
Which is
No, that's
awesome.
good. That's a good thing.
That's called business, bro.
Well, no, yeah, it's cool to be able to ask for money, but yeah, that's it. That's all I have. We don't have it. None of the bands have. The Forge Master album comes out September 22nd.
It's just really cool. That first song you guys put up with the video. Really
Yeah.
cool. I think we should probably put that over probably next episode. Maybe watch the video or something.
Yeah, I mean,
It's really cool. It's really cool.
We talked about it on the episode that got deleted.
We did,
so.
and it didn't get deleted. I mean,
It never
it just
happened.
didn't record.
it never happened.
This next show is actually not being advertised yet because we have to cut a promo. I'm replacing a wrestler who's not going to be there that I was going to end up working for this company as a mouthpiece for the young boys around here.
Okay.
For CSW, Chicago Style Wrestling. So now I'm actually going to debut wrestling, and then I'm going to end up progressing into just being the manager role and cutting promos for these guys. So that is something that nobody knows about yet. So when you put this up, like, well, I hope we get our promo up before this is up. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyways, like who's fucking listening? You know what I mean? Like we got our people who are listening, and that's
we just got 3 subscribers within.
that's nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Go ahead.
cool. So I got CSW Friday, and then I got the 24th at Wildwood, and then 25th, which is a Quad City musical festival. I'm literally going to be wrestling all fucking day. I think I have it's a tournament, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll be wrestling a fuckload.
All right, guys. That's all we have for you this week. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Check out the Patreon. We're still working on the website. And, check out Dave's stage. I mean, the dude destroyed the gimmick down here in the spider hole. Anyway, till next week, stay fun and have a beer. Love you.